We are live. We're back again. Numbers are starting to get up there. Bedroom Producer episode 20. Been a lot more consistent with this than I thought I would be initially, which is fire. Hope everyone's doing well. If you don't know who I am, my name is El Marquis. I'm a musician, rapper, record producer, Unashamed Christ follower. The point of these live streams is, of course, to connect with different people, whether they're other artists, other producers, and just, cook beats live on the stream. And then, of course, break down the process as I go along. And the main purpose of this, of course, is to educate, entertain, and inspire other music creators out there. And as always, feel free to ask any questions during the stream, because like I said, this one of the main purposes of it is to be educational. Feel free to ask any questions. Feel free to give me any suggestions. Sometimes I take them, sometimes I don't. Yeah. So we're actually gonna get into this pretty quick today because sometimes I talk a little bit before the stream. We're just gonna get into it now. But actually, before I get into it, let me pull up the. Oh, I gotta switch scenes. So yeah, right before we get into this, the background music that I always play right before the stream starts, all of that is from my Spotify page, which is dope. All the music that you're hearing now is available on all major music platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, YouTube, all that. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna drop this link in the chat really quick, just in case you want to check some of this out on your own time. But yeah, so in the building on Twitch, awesome, perfect. We're live right now on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Periscope. I just dropped my Spotify link in the chat really quick, so if you do want to check out some of the music that we play over here on the live stream later, you can go ahead and check it out. And one more thing too, if you do like what we're doing over here in the live stream, if you like everything that we're doing over here on the YouTube channel, would also greatly appreciate it if you visited my website, lmarqueeproductions.com. That's where most of the beats that I make over here on the live stream, that's where most of these end up going. They end up getting published on my website. Sometimes they get sent to specific artists that I'm working with. But yeah, if you want to check out the beats that I make over here on the stream, that's where the vast majority of them go. This is also where you can download some free sample packs if you like using loops when you make beats, as well as the Bedroom Producer merchandise, like this hat, as well as t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, and yeah, there'll be more merchandise like this available in the future as well. These are a couple of designs that I have on there right now. I think the main thing that a lot of you guys will get value from, since the vast majority of the people who watch the live stream are the producers, are the sample packs actually. So I do want to start posting, or not want to, I am going to start posting more samples on a more regular and more consistent basis in the building on YouTube. Awesome, sounds good. Yeah, I'll be posting more sample packs like these in pretty much weekly, and not exactly packs actually. Eventually I want to start selling whole entire packs, but in the meantime, as I build up my catalog of loops, I'll actually just be posting or I'll be uploading single loops on a weekly basis. Like for example, these three right here, these are all sample packs, and then these two right here, they're just one single loop that you can download. Like I said, they are free to download right now, so of course there's no harm in trying it out. The main thing I want right now is just to get some feedback on the loops, and build up a demand, and see what and just also to see what other people are creating with them. So I dropped the website in the chat, lmarqueeproductions.com. You can go check that out if you would like, and if you do, definitely let me know. Let me know what you think about them. So we're going to go get into this now. Let's close out the browser. Let's close out Spotify. Let's go browse for some loops, and let's see what we can make for today. Let's open up my sample folder. Bring that over here. Let's see what we can come up with for today. I don't know what I'm in the vibe for quite yet, but let's go through a couple packs and let's see what catches my attention first. I think I went through this one yesterday. A couple of these caught my attention for sure. I think actually I'm gonna do that the first one, the West Coast, because I was going through this pack yesterday and I was looking for. Oh, as a matter of fact, I didn't even change my logic routing. Let's do this really quick, and then let's I'll play that pack that sample really quick. Let me just switch up my logic settings so you can actually hear this. Where is it? It's right here. Actually, just wait for it. It should just take a second. I'll wait for it, and then I'll drag all these in there, and we'll get to work. And of course, let me know how everything's sounding. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if there's any if you're a producer yourself. Let me know if there's a beat that you need feedback on, because every now and then I also do beat critiques. So let's get into it. Sounds good on YouTube. Awesome. Okay, so let's chop that up a little bit. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna repeat that a couple times. I'm gonna hold that part of the loop. What's this one doing? Oh, that might be okay. You know what? I'll save that part actually for a different section as well. Just arranging the loop right now. I can close that window out. Come on. Okay. Actually, I might keep this one in there. But yeah, that'll be a good way to start off the verse. That's what I'm thinking possibly for right now. Okay, cool. So let's turn on flex mode and let's adjust the tempo and pitch of the sample. Let's try putting it up. Let's try putting up 3. Okay, let's try taking it down a little bit. Let's try -3 actually. I think -2 sounds good because I don't want it to sound too high, but also don't want it to sound really muddy. I'm also gonna group them onto a bus. Okay, so I just grouped them all to a bus so that way I can add effects to the entire to all those tracks all at once. I think right now there's already some reverb on the loop itself. I think I'm gonna add, just starting out, I don't want to go too crazy with adding effects quite yet. I think, you know what, so okay, first thing I'm gonna add is a little bit of reverb. I might add an echo to it as well, and then I'll put on a little bit of RC20 on it. So that's one. Okay. SLP, how you doing? This is one of my favorite reverbs to use right here. It's called ROM by Native Instruments. First, we're gonna get the timing of the delay correct. Right now, we're at 137 BPM. so that will be for the decay time. 2.2 seconds. Get the pre-delay as well. Yeah, let's put some of that in there. Let's add a little bit of delay as well. I'm gonna go to. I'll play around with a delay from Guitar Rig. I think that would sound kind of cool. I'm doing good, brother. Thanks for asking, and brother, we good to see you again doing your thing, bro. Hey, absolutely, man. Glad that you're here. Cool. Okay, so let's go to Guitar Rig. Let's try using. I think I might try I think it's called Psychic Delay. I think it's how it's pronounced. This one right here. I don't want a whole lot of delay, but I want to fill up a little bit more of that space. That's a cool effect. There we go. Okay, so now we got some reverb and delay going on. I'm gonna add a little bit of RC20 to it. I think I might just add something like the wobble section on it, to like detune the guitar a little bit. And let's hear what that would sound like. Don't want the noise, don't want the EQ, don't really want the distortion. Actually, I might add a little bit of that. Adding some of the digital section, maybe, actually. Like a little bit. Yeah, I'm cool with how that sounds for right now. So now let's get into adding some drums. Let's see, what kit are we going to... I like using claps from Monty's kit. Okay, we're gonna use that clap for sure. use that hi-hat. This is definitely my favorite kit that I purchased this entire year. I've yet to find a kit that I like more than Monty's kit. So what's kit name? The kit name is, I think it might be just called the Monty kit. Let me double check. Monty Booker Sounds. So yeah, so you look up at the producer Monty Booker. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him. He's done stuff with, well, he makes some of his own instrumental music. He's done songs with Smino. I don't remember a lot of artists he works with. I know he works with an artist I like named Smino. His drums are insane. This is easily my favorite kit from this year. I think how much did it cost? It cost, I think, maybe like $30, but I mean, it was definitely worth it. Like, this is like, it comes with a ton of usable sounds. A lot more sounds than a lot of other kits around this price range too, might I add. Okay, you check it out. Awesome. Yeah, I think you'll definitely like it. I like playing the majority of my patterns, but like sometimes like this with the hi-hat, sometimes I'll click in a few extra notes here and there. Then we're gonna roll that up chromatically. Drag all those down. Come on. Oh, because it's a 30-second note. That might be a little extra, actually. I think I might roll just half of that. Let's bring that one. Let's bring a couple of those back up. So bring that. So we're gonna bring maybe. Oop. Okay, so let's hear what this sounds like. Okay, that's a lot better. Cool. Like that. Let's start them over a little bit. Definitely some Juice WRLD, Polo G, Kid Laroi. This type, it's feeling like that type of track right now. Yeah, I just thought of an idea for like. It's not even like a full melody that I'm hearing right now, but like. Well, I guess it would be considered like a counter melody. Let's pull up these pianos. Okay, we're in A major. It's like gonna be really subtle. This was the piano that I wanted to pick actually, but so you're basically making the hi-hats to have a melodic rhythm feel. Exactly that. The hi-hats are kind of the way I do a lot of my hi-hats, not all the time, but in a lot of beats in like this style, just to make them sound a bit more interesting. I do like adding a little melody to them. All I'm really doing with that piano is like I'm like accenting some of the notes in that I'm hearing from one of the guitars. But I wanted a different piano than that though. Wait, what's this one sound like? Okay, this is kind of cool. Like I just wanted to be really subtle. I'm gonna put that wobble effect on with RC20 as well. Turn off EQ. Don't really need any of the rest of the stuff for what I'm going for right now. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. What'd I do? Okay. Definitely want a couple more instruments in there, here and there. Nothing really crazy. In terms of like the melodic instruments, I mean, definitely needs a couple more like percussion sounds. I'm trying to look for a kit that I don't use a whole lot to see if there's anything that I'm sleeping on. Like, I don't want anything like really loud or really intrusive. I'm gonna drag this one in there for right now. Let's look for a couple in Machine actually. Just like some really light percussion. Okay, turn that down a little bit. I don't know about that one. Ooh, okay, I think I might have another melody in my head. And we're going to save this. We're gonna save this, we're gonna call it... What are we gonna call it? We're going to call this... Communication. I think I spelled that right. Cool. I've been collecting drum kits since 2009, so I definitely have kits that I slept on because I never got to them and never will because So many collecting from 2008 till now. Yeah, I've collected a lot of kits. I try not to buy sounds very often. Just because it can get to a point where like you're spending more money on sounds and plugins than you're actually than was actually necessary, instead of just really using and learning the ones that you have. Um, like that's why I don't really use too many different VSTs in terms of like melodies and stuff. Also because I use loops a lot of the time, anyways. Um, I'm more so, not that I'm opposed to getting new VSTs. At some point, I do want to start getting some new ones just to like experiment with different sounds and stuff like that. But even with the ones that I got, which complete by itself with native instruments, comes with a lot of different VST instruments inside of it. With Serum, I buy a lot of different Serum and Omnisphere, mostly Serum. I buy like different packs full of different presets. Um, that also can expand my sound a bit. So yeah, you don't always have to go and get every single new drum kit that comes out, every single new VST. Um, to me, it can just start making things really expensive for no real good reason. Okay, I got the melody in my head. I'm just trying to find the right sound for it. Not that sound. Okay. What type of sound do I want? Okay, that's what I might just get that melody down so I just don't forget it. Yeah, let's record this really quick. I'm not 100% sure about the sound, but let's see what we can do. Okay, I messed that up a little bit. I got the rhythm right for the most part, so let's fix up a couple of those notes. Let's go on from there. This is where I really messed up over here. Okay, so I kind of do like the sound. I think we're just gonna manipulate it a bit. So let's try slowing down the attack. Let's hear what that sounds like. adjusting some of the different parameters and the sound as well. I'm cool with that. Let me know what you think about this. Try to keep this sound, try to get rid of it. Let me know what you think. It just adds to the atmosphere. At one point, I also had every VST and DAW ever made, but I never got used to not even 30% of the collection because it was too much to work with basically having all that was a waste of space. Yeah, that's another part of it too. I forgot to even mention. Yeah, because these things, if you don't have a lot of space on your hard drive, all the different VSTs can really clog up your hard drive. Which I forgot about that actually. There's another reason why I don't try to, even though I have a fairly decent sized hard drive for how long that I've been even making music. Yeah, that stuff will clog up your hard drive after a while. And then you'll be just too indecisive when it comes to trying to figure out which instrument or which VST you want to use. It's a lot. That's why for me personally, I believe in keeping things a bit minimalistic. If it's not something that if I don't think I'm going to use it, I'm not gonna get it for myself. If a lot of people are using it, I'll consider it just because I want to make sure that my stuff doesn't sound outdated, of course, and I want to make sure that I do stay, for the most part, relevant in terms of the actual sound of what I make. So that's why I get new sounds a couple times a year, but I'm not getting new stuff like every single week like some people do. Okay, I think I want to add another, maybe like 1 or 2 more melodies. Let's try Omnisphere actually. Wait for that to load. Definitely not that. I'm looking for either like, maybe actually let's try one of the guitars. I wanted something with strings, but maybe not a guitar, but I think I actually might try one anyways. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Definitely not that one. Ooh, okay, let's try something like that. Not the right note. Not the right note. Got that for the most part. Got to change some of that up. Investivity, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in. I think I'm gonna layer that with another sound too, actually. So I've been good, bro. I've been producing for 5 months on FL. Just started uploading on YouTube. Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome. What type of beats do you make? Let's adjust that a little bit. More ambient slash army trappers. That's dope. Like Bryson Tiller, like black type stuff. I'm assuming. It's hard to explain, but you'll see if you listen to them. I get what you mean. I think I might want to layer that sound, maybe like a pluck or something like that. See if I remember how to add. Do I remember how to add? I probably don't actually. Because there's a way that we can like layer another patch inside of one instance of Omnisphere. I haven't done that in a while, so I'm not sure if I remember how to do it. Let's see. This is what I'm talking about with the. This is what I was talking about before with like learning your VSTs. Rather than trying to just get every single VST out there. I think I might remember how to do this. If not, it's all good. Because I think that guitar alone sounds pretty good, actually. Let's see. Yeah, because I don't think... Is it playing? Let's see. Yeah, because it's not even playing like that. No big deal. Maybe let's layer from something from Native Instruments, actually. Not that sound though, but okay, let's try something from, what's it called? Hybrid Keys. I'm cool with that. That sounds so good, bro. Hey, man, thank you so much. Appreciate that. By the way, for everyone watching on YouTube right now, If you like what you see so far, first of all, thank you so much for tuning in. If you could do me a really quick favor, if you haven't already, I'd greatly appreciate it if you hit the like button on this video. If you're not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so that way you'll be notified next time we go live, and also you can help other people who may have similar interests as you tune into the live as well. So let's turn those down a little bit. I think we might be good on melodies right now. I might want to add some more percussion in there later on. Definitely still needs an 808. I don't know if we'll add a kick quite yet. Let's see. Matter of fact, let's just add 808 now. Do I want to have more percussion? I don't know. Let's find an 808. Right now for me is between that one and this one. I think I'll try that one first, actually. Okay, let's see what we can make with this. Magnivore says melody sounds good. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Magnivore. I have no idea what I'm going to come up with for the 808 now. What software are you using to stream with the Mac? I'm using Streamlabs OBS. Streamlabs OBS is how I'm capturing the screen itself. What do I use to capture the audio? I use iShowU Audio. I think it's what it's called. So Streamlabs OBS. Let me see if I actually can pull it into the screen view really quick. So this is the software that I'm using to actually capture the screen. And then of course I'm capturing my my mic through OBS as well. Get rid of the ad. What else? And then this software called iShowU. I think just like Google iShowU, and then the right thing might be able to pop up. That's how I'm actually getting OBS to capture the audio from my computer as well as my DAW. You do daily upload. YouTube, I don't do daily uploads. At some point, I think I may want to. I definitely want to upload at some point more frequently than what I'm doing right now. Usually it's one video a week and then live streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I do want to start posting more videos on throughout the week, maybe like clips from the live stream, maybe some YouTube shorts of some older videos that I did, so that way that there's more consistent content up. Okay, thanks. I'll look into iShowU. Awesome. It's spelled, actually, let me drop it in the chat. It's spelled I believe that's how it's spelled. Like that, like the letter U. Yeah, if you Google that, the right thing should be able to pop up. But yeah, if you just Google, I'm not Google. If you go on YouTube and look up, what would it be? I think it's like how to live stream DAW or something like that. That'll walk you through all the steps that you need to do live streams like this. Hit play. There we go. Okay, let's try something like this. Whoa! System overload. So do you use outboard gear or is everything in box? Everything I'm using is in the box, other than when I play my physical guitar. That's the closest thing I have to outboard gear. At some point I would like to invest in some outboard gear. Not really necessary for right now. In terms of mixing, most people, including people in professional studios, mix 100% in the box. For the most part, there are exceptions, of course. For mastering, I've heard a lot of people, like professional mastering engineers, I hear a lot of them use more like a hybrid approach, which means like a hybrid approach, meaning some of their they use a mixture of outboard gear in addition to plugins. At some point I would like to get outboard gear. Definitely not something I'm in a rush to get right now, because it is a bit of an investment. I actually do like the sound that I'm getting right now in the box, but of course I always want to get the best quality out of my music as possible. So at some point I may consider getting some outboard gear just for maybe like some stuff to track vocals, maybe some stuff for mastering, but and even like physical synthesizers, because I've heard like they have like a really warm sound to them that you but that's harder to get out of a digital VST. Is there a way we could get in contact? I could use tips from you, bro. Yeah, so actually I do have a lot of videos on YouTube that do give tips for producers as well as audio engineers and artists. So if you haven't already checked those out, you can definitely be sure to subscribe to the channel. I do post videos on a weekly basis that do give tips to producers. If you have any specific questions that you'd like to ask me, feel free to reach out to me through Instagram. I'll drop that in the chat right now. Instagram is at L_Marquis. I'll just drop the link right now. L_Marquis. Yes, you can hit me up on there. I do check my messages throughout the day, so you can get in contact with me if you have any questions. And yeah, I love using universal audio plugins. I'm actually running my mic through the Neve 1073 emulation on the from UAD actually. Why am I getting system overloads? What's going on? What's going on, computer? 1 second. There we go. Not in love with the 808 right now, but let's play around with it a little bit. Come on. I don't know why it's glitching right now. do you have any videos on how to use the UA console software? I don't at the moment. I'm mainly focused on Logic Pro 10 tutorials, as well as how I use Maschine inside of Logic. At some point, I do want to go do some tutorials on UAD plugins actually. The reason why I haven't yet is just mainly because a lot of my viewers right now, they use either Logic, they either use Logic, they use Maschine, or they use both of them together. So I've mostly been making videos on that. But at some point, yes, at some point I do want to actually make some videos on UAD. So Jay Woods, first of all, how you doing, Jay Woods? Bro, what advice will you give to upcoming artists who are starting up? Great question. Some advice that I would give to an upcoming artist who's just starting. First of all, make sure that you're proud of the music that you're making. That's the most important thing before you start getting into other things. So, in other words, be proud of the music that you're making. Make sure that it sounds good. It doesn't have to be top of the line quality like someone like Drake or DaBaby or Lil Baby or Migos. But it does need to sound as professional as you can get it. So of course, invest in some decent equipment. It doesn't have to be anything, like I said, it doesn't have to be top of the line if you're just starting out. Get your hands on whatever pieces of equipment that you can get, but also of course make sure that they're quality. So yeah, so first thing is make sure that your music is sounding good, and that it connects with an audience. The next thing that I would definitely recommend to do is get on social media, get on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, get on at least one of those platforms, if not more, and figure out really how to use them. Figure out how to post content that's engaging to an audience. A mistake I see a lot of artists doing is only posting content that relates to their music. In other words, I'll see a lot of younger artists that only post when they have songs that are about to come out, and then the posts themselves are just saying, "Hey, just dropped a new song. Click the link in my bio." And everyone's doing that, so that's not good. You need to find a way to stand out from the crowd, and also along with that, that doesn't really build a rapport with your audience, because all you're doing is you're just telling them to go do things that benefit you, which is go check out your music. Go stop what you're doing, leave Instagram's platform, and go check out their music. So that's not really a way to build a good brand and build a good reputation with your audience. For example, whenever you go into the mall, you'll normally see people by a food court who are selling food. So before they just tell you to buy food, they may just give you like a little free sample of something to attract your attention. And then after they do that, after they get your attention, it's not really a perfect example specifically for artists. But by giving you that little free sample of food, they're getting your attention. They're adding value to you by, of course, maybe fulfilling your appetite a little bit. And then you'll go in, now that they have your attention, you may go in and buy food from them. So in this case, like I said, not a perfect example, but in this case, you'll be using social media like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter. If you post other styles of content other than stuff that just tells people to check out your music, that's pretty much like giving them a little teaser of your personality, maybe. Whether it's, and by posting engaging content, I mean stuff that can get people's attention, like maybe inspirational videos. If you're into skating, you can post videos of you skating. If you're into gaming, you can post stuff related to that. Or even what I'm doing right here, where like I'm just making beats and it can entertain a certain audience. Just finding different ways to connect with people and entertain them in a way that isn't always telling them to go stop what they're doing and check out your music. So sorry, it's a lot to get into, so I'll try to just cut it a little bit short. So basically, and sorry, and after you start posting, engaging content on social media, then of course is putting out music on a regular basis. So in other words, it's not like what I would not recommend to do, and I see a lot of people make this mistake. What I don't recommend that an artist does just starting out is to put out one album and then chill for the rest of the year, and then wait another year, maybe 2 years, and then put out another album. The culture that we're in right now has a very, very, very short attention span, unfortunately. If you look at where social media is going nowadays, the content that gets A lot of engagement is shorter form content, like TikTok videos that are between like 15 seconds to a minute. On Instagram Reels, you see that style of content is pretty short, even with YouTube Shorts. And of course, there is an audience for people with long form content, like the live stream, for example. Um, but how this relates back to the album is that if you drop one single album a year and then you disappear and then you wait till the next year or the year after that to drop your next project, by then people have lost interest in you because you dropped one thing. It could be anywhere between 30 and 60 minutes, so you may not have a whole lot of people right now who are willing to invest that much time into listening to your track, or to your album rather. So what I would personally recommend to do is drop at least a song a month, um at the bare minimum, so that way you can keep people's attention. You also can slowly and steadily build up your catalog on Spotify and Apple Music. Um, and you'll stay more fresh in people's minds by uploading on a more consistent, more regular basis um, versus just dropping one really long project and then disappearing and then coming back later and then expecting for results to be a bit better. So it's a lot to get into. Um, just to summarize all that, basically is first make music that you're proud of, make music that other people would like, because then otherwise the rest of these steps don't really matter. Post consistently on social media, so that way you can build up your audience, build up your reputation with your potential fans, and also put out music on a regular basis. And last little tip that I'm not going to go super in depth into is if there are places local to you that you're able to perform, whether it's like an open mic night, preferably, where you can just show up and perform for free. If there are other local shows that you can perform at, take advantage of those, because it's also important to build up your fan base on a local level, because you never know what people local to you can help you out with or help connect you with other people. So, my bad, that's a big mouthful of stuff to get into. It's a lot. But let's get back into this. Oh, a couple more texts really quick, and then I'll get back into this. Investity said he texted me. Okay, cool. I'll check that out. In a moment as well. When you have all 16 channels from Machine go into Logic, how do you get them to mono? When I drag my pattern from Machine to the tracks are always in stereo. I actually do keep most of my tracks in stereo actually. Other than the kick. For me right now, the way that I have it set up, I do have all 16 channels that are active. And then normally unless the sound itself is panned, normally they do come down the center automatically. If you do want them to actually be mono instead of stereo, what you can do is you can go over here to this pan pot, and then click stereo pan, and then you can drag this knob all the way there to the center. So if you have a sound that's not perfectly in the center, or maybe it's panned one way or the other, by dragging your knob from here to there, that'll make it go just straight down the center. Investigator also said, I want to be dark and mysterious because I feel like that defines my music. I'm only 15. I feel like if I could pull this off at a young age, I'll be okay. I have a lack of motivation recently. If you're referring to, by dark and mysterious, are you referring to your presence on social media, or are you referring to your music itself? Because I know some people want to try to do the mysterious thing, not really post a whole lot on social media. But I'll be honest, for an independent artist, that's probably the best of both. So just being honest, and you don't have to take my advice on this. Do research for yourself to also to back up what I'm saying, or also to back up your own strategy. For me, in my personal opinion, from what I've researched, from what I've experienced with my own career, and what I've seen with other artists who I also look up to, the ones specifically for independent artists, the ones that really do get some pretty decent numbers going on are the ones who are posting engaging content, who are people who are engaging with their audience, not people who just post a song, tell people to check it out, disappear, and then reappear again only to tell people to check it out. Because that's not engaging with your audience. It's not really adding value to them in any way. So the only way that could really get people to work in some sense is if you got really good at posting Facebook and Instagram ads or Google ads, and then just getting really good at finding the right target audience. But then also, of course, that costs that's time and money that you also have to invest. So, which is it's so good to use those as well. As a matter of fact, I use them as well. But yeah, in the modern environment that we're in for independent artists, the people who are showing up and showing their faces, those are the ones who are winning, not the ones who are just kind of hiding up in a corner, putting out music whenever they feel like it, and only posting things on social media that tell people to check out their music. If it were that easy, a lot more people in our space would be blowing up overnight. But the reality of it is that for majority of people, the people who are showing up, showing their faces, posting content that engages with people rather than just hiding up in a corner, those are the people who are winning and slowly but surely growing their audience. And do you have your songs on Spotify? Yes. I dropped the link earlier in the chat. I'll actually drop it one more time. Yes, I do have music on Spotify. I have two different Spotify pages. One that's one of which is music that I make that does have lyrics, and another that's just full of instrumentals. I just dropped the instrumental Spotify in the chat right now, so you can go check that out whenever you get the chance. It mostly consists of lo-fi music. That's really the main style of music that I make right now. I also do make music as an artist with lyrics over it. As a matter of fact, I can pull that up really quick, and then I'll start rambling and I'll get back to this beat. If this comes up, I'll wait for that to pop up. But yeah, my bad. I've been rambling a lot. I hope, and I know I talk a bit fast too, because I'm just really, I really love music, and I really love music production, and just talking about different things that involve music. So I do apologize if I'm talking a bit fast. But I do hope that this is adding value to you. I hope this is being educational to you. And of course, feel free to ask any questions related to this as well. Let me drop this as well. So the previous link I dropped, that's to my Spotify page with lo-fi instrumentals. This one is my music that has also has lyrics to it. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'll get back to work. Let me know if you have any more questions about anything, whether it relates to music business, starting out as an artist, music production, anything like that. Let's get back to work. Maybe I'll just try swapping out the 808 with a different sound. Now, I think I'll put a kick over this one as well. Which one I used? I'm scared. Let's try that one. Okay, so let's open that back up. Gotta figure out this 808 because I was not feeling this at all. Someone asked you for 20 lo-fi instrumentals, how much would you charge them? Like 20. It depends on if you want them exclusively, if you would just want to lease them. And then if you want, we can actually talk about this off stream. I don't always like putting out certain prices online just because sometimes it can vary between what the artist is specifically asking for. But yeah, as a matter of fact, I think I already put it in the chat, but I'm gonna drop it in here one more time. I'll drop my Instagram in the chat as well as my email address, so we can talk about this offline if you're interested. So let's drop that. Instagram.com/lmarquis. My email address is lmarquisproductions@gmail.com. Yeah, so if you want me, so if you're interested in me making some instrumentals specifically for you, we can chat about it and we can work out a deal that works for the both of us. ASAP Dez on Twitch says, "Hey, I just turned 17 and I just started making beats. I was wanting to ask you, what is the best way to get my name out?" Yeah. So just like I was saying, I'm not sure if you were here a moment ago when I was talking about how to get your name out as an artist. But it's very, very, very similar for a producer as well. The best way to get your name out there, first of all, make sure that your beats are high quality. When you're just starting out, of course, it's completely unrealistic to expect your beats to sound like the top producers in the game right now. So I'm not saying they need to be on that level, but they do need to be on a level that that artists are feeling it, the artists would be wanting to use them. And I mean, for right now, it really doesn't have to be anything super crazy. Just either be good at making melodies, or be good at picking out some really good loops, and then be able to make drum patterns that aren't too busy and that are so interesting enough for an artist to rap over. So that's where you can start in terms of getting the beats to a good. Oh, and also making sure the mix is clean enough to also where it's clean. It sounds good for an artist to rap over. Like I said, don't worry about making it like the best of the best right now if you're starting out. But realistically, it does have to be at a good enough quality level in order for people to use them. So after you get your beats sounding good, the best way is to get your name out there. Post on Instagram, post on YouTube, and TikTok is where you really want to be. TikTok is a strategy that I'm actually trying out now. I'm not super consistent with it quite yet, but I'm getting better at it. Instagram, I'm really good at being consistent on there. My trick in order to get people to actually to listen to and also buy my beats is actually by posting engaging content on social media like this on Instagram. Rather than just posting like a beat visualizer like 80% of the producers on there do, I actually make videos where I break down the beats. Because that's different. That gets people's attention because most people don't post videos like I do where I'm actually showing my face and showing me making the beat. And that grabs people's attention and shows them like, hey, this guy is an actual human being with a personality. I want to check out more of his content. Maybe I want to binge some of his content, and then later down the line, they may check out the beats, go to my website, and then purchase them. So that really, me posting my face on there and me showing me making the beats rather than just posting a visualizer, that really gets their attention and stands out to them. And that's one factor other than the beats themselves also being good that gets people's attention and gets my name out there further. TikTok, really dope strategy that I've been sleeping on for the past year and that a lot of other producers have been sleeping on. TikTok has a feature called Duet where if someone posts a video on there and if they enable the duets feature, someone can go on there and make a video along with that other person's video and just add like commentary or anything to it. So where this comes into music producers, if you post a video of one of your beats, whether it's you making the beat, whether it's you just vibing out to it, and if you use your beat as the sound to it, and if you ask people to duet over it, rappers will come to your videos and rap over them with the duet feature. And the cool thing about that is that, of course, you're not gonna make money directly off of the TikTok video, but if you find a rapper on TikTok who decides to duet over your video, you can reach out to them, start having a conversation with them, and then possibly get them to purchase the beat later on if maybe they're feeling it and they want to turn it into a full song. Like TikTok is really where it's at because on Instagram you have to do the organic reach on Instagram isn't really as good as it used to. You may have to do some manual reaching out to people, but on TikTok, like it will show, especially if your stuff is performing good with the people who are already following you, it'll really push your stuff out there in a way that YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, that those social medias currently aren't. So I would definitely, in order to get your name really out there, I definitely would recommend hopping on to TikTok in addition to these other social media platforms, and really take advantage of them and just post engaging content, engage with other artists, and that will help get your name out there. What are some of your favorite pieces of gear in your studio? Favorite pieces of gear, this machine controller right here. Get that in the camera. This is where is that in frame? There we go. My machine right here. This is my favorite piece of gear, probably, in terms of knocking out drum patterns and things like that, as well as chopping up samples. as well as my microphone and my audio interface. I use a Rode NT1 mic, really affordable mic that sounds amazing for the price, that I've been using for I think maybe like 6 years now. I'm still using it now. See, Jay Wood said, do you use paid plugins? Is there any paid plugins you would recommend? Yeah, most of my plugins I do pay for. I use a couple free plugins in Logic here and there. And ASAP Dead says, thanks for the advice. Love your streams and subbed on YouTube. Hey man, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I got more tips like this on the way as well. I post tips like this on Instagram as well if you want to see some of these tips in a shorter form content. And yeah, the plugins. Yeah, most of the plugins that I use, I do pay for. In terms of plugins that I use to mix, I use a mixture of plugins from Universal Audio and Waves. Those are the main ones that I use. And then in terms of like my instruments, I use Complete from Native Instruments, Serum, and Omnisphere. Those are my main weapons of choice. All right, let's get back to this. Yo, and thank you all so much for the questions and for engaging in these conversations. I think this is the most I've talked on stream so far, which is dope. Okay, let's figure out this 808. The stream is pretty lit. Is it usually this lively? Actually, not always. Not always. Sometimes there's like 1 or 2 people in here, and not a whole lot going on in the chat. Sometimes there are a handful of people in here, and then it gets more lively like this. But I do these on a weekly basis either way, whether there's a lot of people or only a few people. Just because the way that you win in this game is being consistent, and showing your face and just showing up. No matter if there's one person in the crowd or if there are 100 people in the crowd. Yeah, I think I'm more happy with that for right now. Not 100% sure, but let's move on from here. Well, actually, I think... Wait, is that note early? Wait, actually, I think that... Move this over a little bit. I think that might be where it's supposed to be. There we go. Okay, that rhythm's right. Okay. So I gotta fix that one too. Drag that over. Cool. I might come back and swap that 808 out again later from one that sustains a little bit longer. But I'm cool with that for right now. So let's find a kick. One thing too is that the main thing that I'm also doing is putting down the main foundation of the beat. I don't always finish them on stream. A lot of times I'll finish it for the most part and then come back to the idea later and then finish it. Yeah, that's my goal. Yeah, I always try to educate people on the streams as much as I possibly can. Let's take one of those out. Is music production your full-time job? Yes, I do music production full-time. I don't have another job. I don't have another job. I do music production full-time. I'm not at a state right now where I'm making full-time income from music production, but yes, this is my only. Well, the different ways that I generate revenue from music are the ways that I earn my living. Actually, I'm gonna put that hi-hat somewhere else instead of that. So right where I had that open hi-hat before, I want to add like a breath type sound. What kit had it? Maybe it's what kit? No, I think this might be what kit had the sound. It has to be this one. Think, yep, it's this one. Yep. Let's add that in there. And let's take that one out and turn the breath down by a lot, because I want that to be kind of faint. So that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I'm just in a really cool position where I am able to do this. And there's no shame in working a job either, because I was working full time for not even a full year actually. But now I'm in a blessed position where I am able to go all in on the music, which is really how I'm able to grow at the rate that I'm growing at right now. When I'm mixing this, I'm probably gonna put a lot more reverb on the breath sound. I think I might be good with the amount of instruments that are in this right now. Cool. I'm cool with this. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Cool. Let's start arranging. Call that full. Let's drag the drums out of Machine. Put it inside of Logic. Cool. I think this is going to a pretty decent place right now. Just drag these over a bit. Yeah, let me know what you're thinking about the beat. Let me know if you have any suggestions. Let's go ahead and do some arranging. Oh, and like I said before, you don't always have to finish a beat all in one session. I know for sure I rarely ever do unless I'm in a rush. And by a rush, I mean like I'm working with an artist who's like on a really strict deadline and they need something like immediately the same day, which every now and then that does happen depending on the type of people who you work with. But yeah, normally on days where I'm doing the streams like this, which is every Tuesday and Thursday at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Normally I have days where all I'm doing is making, well, not all, because I have other tasks I gotta do as well, but I have days where the main focus is making beats, and then that's all I do. I just make the beats that day, and then I have another day where I'm mixing songs and mixing beats. So that's normally on Wednesdays, Mondays, Wednesdays, weekends sometimes. Um, and separating the two does help me be a lot more productive, as well as in terms of mixing days, being able to approach mixes with a fresh ear. Um, yeah, a lot of the time when I'm making these beats on stream, they're not the same after or the finished product isn't the same as the one that I declared was finished during stream, which I think is cool. Just going through and labeling some of the sounds really quick. That'll be piano. Label that cotton piano. That one's cotton piano. This is a space piano. What was this? This was guitar counter melody. What was it? Oh, that was the same thing. I think that was like a mallet sound. Yeah, I'll call it like a mallet. Okay, cool. Mute that. Mute that. And then name all cool trick to quickly name all the MIDI regions. Hold Shift, Option, and N, and that changes the names right there in the MIDI region. So I just forgot to do it for the 808. Let me show you what I'm doing real quick. So I changed the track name to what it's supposed to be instead of just the file from the audio sample, and then I'll hold, and then also I'll make sure that the MIDI region is highlighted. So you either can just click on it, or you can hit Command A to highlight all the MIDI regions. Hold Shift, Option, and N, and that changes it for you quickly like that. Love using shortcuts. At some point I'm gonna do a video actually on shortcuts in Logic Pro 10. Whoa. Which one of those got messed up? Okay, I don't know why that didn't transpose down before us. Put that down. That got messed up too. Okay, so I'm gonna save that part of that loop for somewhere else anyways. Whoa. I don't know how I missed just those. It basically is just laying down an idea on the stream, and stream to final touches like mixing and mastering and taking. Let's see, wait. Yeah. So when I'm mixing and mastering it, I haven't mixed and mastered on stream before, because I don't know how interesting that would be to watch, honestly. But at some point I might, if people request for it, then I have no problem with mixing and mastering live on stream. So is the main melody played by hand, or is it a sample? Oh yeah, the main melody is a sample. It's a loop rather. In the other counter melodies and stuff, I added like these things over here, which I'll just play throughout the beat. Those I did play by hand, but actually I do play guitar actually. So I am able to, if I wanted to, I could excuse me, over burping. If I wanted to, I could lay down a line like that as well. I'm not like an excellent guitar player by any means. I'm good enough at the stuff that I do. But I like using loops because it's a great way to just get some really quick inspiration. Especially since my main strength is actually drums and bass lines rather than making melodies. But yeah, I love using loops. I love sampling and chopping up samples and rearranging them. To me, at the end of the day, it really does not matter what you do, as long as you're making the music that you're happy with, and if your goal is to get your beats placed with artists, as long as they're also satisfied with the beats that you're making as well. Most artists really don't care about using loops or samples or anything like that, despite popular belief from people from other producers within this community. I'm gonna check out this loop actually in this section. Take out all of those. Breaking this part down a little bit. You should you play guitar, you should do a beat sampling on your guitar and live stream. That's actually a good idea. I will do that sometime. Someone another producer who I'm cool with, he gave me that idea before as well actually, which was sampling my guitar more often and chopping it up and adding that to my beats. Okay, so I'm gonna change up this part a little bit here as well. A trick I do to make beats like this, which are relatively simple, sound more complex, is taking things out here and there and changing a pattern slightly here and there in the arrangement. So right here, also I'm gonna do something a little different with the loop too, actually. Let's repeat that little phrase right there. And take out that last clap. And the click. Whoa, Logic is crashed. And that's why I always hit save. Oh gosh. I don't know why that just happened. Cool, that's why I hit save. It's lit, it's all good. Let's wait for that to come back up. Yes, number one tip for music production, always hit save, because you never know when your software is just gonna randomly crash on you. Hit autosave, Okay, let's see what point we got at with that. Wait for that to come back up. Once again, once again, thank you everyone for tuning in. If you haven't already, if you're watching this on YouTube, we'd greatly appreciate it if you hit that like button, so that way the stream can be pushed out to more people. And then also, if you're watching this on Twitch and if you like what you're seeing there as well, we'd greatly appreciate it if you follow me on there as well. All right, so we should almost be back up in business. Give that a couple seconds. Let's see. Almost there. Almost there. This is what happens when you use a lot of plugins in your projects too. And we're back. Cool. First time that happened on your live. That's why saving is always mentioned here. Yes. I don't know if this is the first time, but I think there's another time when I think I was having technical difficulties like that too. But yeah, that's always why you save. You never know if your software's gonna crash. You never know if your computer's randomly gonna shut off, which happens. I don't think it's ever happened to me. I think that has happened with other people though. Okay, that I swear I saved. I should have clicked the one that said saved. I'm pretty sure I saved before I got to this point, but I remember what I did, so I had to take a couple more of those kicks. Oop, change that. What computer model / year do you use? I use a used 2015 MacBook Pro that I got off of used off of eBay. Yeah, originally I was using a late 2013 iMac actually. And it did very well at the time being. It did very well for several years, but after a while it did start slowing. Specifically, like the boot time was starting to get really slow, to the point where it took like 30 minutes to get up and running. So then I decided, you know what, I need something that's mobile, and I need a computer that's a bit faster than where I'm at right now. Can't afford a brand new Mac, but I can afford this used one. So I got this used MacBook Pro about almost a year ago, and it's still running very strong today. So yeah, I mean, like that shows right there. You don't always need the most expensive gear in the world, honestly. I think the computer itself, might have been used for $900. Which, I mean, that's not like the cheapest cheap of the world. But it's definitely not as expensive as the computer I was originally looking at. So yeah. Just like and subbed, glad the stream popped up on my main feed. Hey, thank you so much, Magnivore. Really appreciate you for subscribing. We do these live streams every Tuesday and Thursday at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I haven't posted any full-length YouTube videos in the past couple of weeks just because my workload has been really busy. But I am getting back into posting videos on a regular basis this upcoming week. Tomorrow I'll actually be filming content for a good majority of the day. So thanks so much. I got more videos like this coming in the near future. Oop. Okay, so take out the click, save again. Take out those. Cool. Here's what this sounds like now. Oh, it's dope that you're in New Jersey. I know a couple people from in Jersey right now too, actually. Okay, so now taking this out, I'm gonna put those counter melodies somewhere in there too. I'm thinking. I'll do something similar in this part too, where like I'm taking out the part where it goes da-na-na. I'm gonna take out that part in the loop. Just repeat this part. Then we'll repeat the chorus. I think I'll have to play twice actually, and then also, okay, one of these would sound good for the chorus, I think. At least one of those. Actually, okay, I'll save those for the second half of the chorus, and then I'll probably put those pianos somewhere in the verse actually. Cool. Okay, so now on to verse 2. Which parts do I know for sure are going to be the same? That part's probably gonna be the same. Might add a little variation right there. Actually, let's duplicate this entire thing. Okay, so this time, what did I do over here? Okay, I want the halftime guitar. Don't want those, I'm thinking. So the quick and easy thing that I could do is just repeat everything. There's certain sections of the beat that I will keep the same as the other. I do want this part to be a little different. Okay, so let's keep those in there. As a matter of fact, yeah, so I'm gonna drag those over actually. So you got the hi-hat for the first half of the section. There we go. So this part's gonna be a little different too. I'm gonna do one of these. Then I'll do the same thing actually to the loop. I would repeat that part. Repeat where the clap is. I'm drawing everything about. Thank you so much, SOP. Okay, so let's repeat that. Ooh. Cut that right there. Click those. Command R. There we go. Then it's gonna drop. That part's probably, yeah, so this section right here, that's going to be the same. Except I'm going to add a piano. At least one of those pianos is gonna fit right there. Okay, so what did this sound like? Okay. Ooh, that might be dope to add in the chorus too, actually, the space piano. Okay, so right here, I'm gonna bring the energy down a little bit by taking out, I think I'll just take out the kick maybe for the first half. Take out the clap, take out this part. Take out some parts of the 808 too. Actually, yeah, let's do the same thing I did. Yeah, let's do the same thing I did over here. But not that part, this part. Okay, and this last part will be the same. Ooh, wait. Yeah, that part will be the same as the previous parts of the song. I think I might add in that, at least that space piano. I might add in on chorus B. The melody loop is the type of vibe I usually be making when I'm playing with the piano sound. Yeah. Sometimes not every melody needs to be the craziest thing in the world. I have some melodies that are meant to be really heard, be like the highlight of the beat of the song. Than others that are merely more so meant to be felt rather than heard. They had like a little bit of space, little bit of depth, but not everything needs to be crowding up the same amount of space. We got that. Now let's make an outro. I'm cool with that. Let's fade that last little part out. Get the clicks out. Okay, I'm cool with that for right now. Let's play this beat from the top. There might be some other things that I want to add to it later. I think this is a great idea for right now. Like I might put in some extra fills or changes here and there, but let's listen to where we're at for right now. If I want to change anything, I'll go ahead and change it. If it's good to go, then I'll try. I'll get started on the next beat. Next beat, I might not be able to get to a good stop, a good finishing point right here where we're at right now because I do have a session later on in the afternoon. I want to make sure that and also I'm doing a performance at an open mic night, so I want to make sure that before the session I get in some quick practice time as well as maybe eat something really quick, and then go and knock out the session. Cool. So let's listen to this one time from the top, and let's see where we're at so far. Once again, thank you everyone so much for tuning in. Hope you're learning some good valuable knowledge from any chats that we have. Let's keep going. Not sure why it's glitching like that, but my bad. Cool. I think I'm happy with that. yeah, that's a good place to stop for right now with that beat. I like how that turned out. Definitely it's giving me like Juice WRLD type vibes, Kid Laroi, Polo G, that type of stuff. That's good for right now. I'm gonna save that. We're going to go move on to beat number 2. This one took a little longer than normal actually, just because it took out a lot of time to answer some questions, which is cool. That's exactly why I do these type of streams anyways, to answer people's questions. So that's cool. I got no problem with that. Like I said, I may not be able to finish beat number 2 in time. I gotta wrap up at 3 o'clock, but let's go ahead and start beat number 2 for today. Let's keep on going, and feel free to ask more questions as well. If you have any questions about anything that I'm doing, any questions about music production in general, I'm gonna pick out another loop and let's see what we can come up with. I like that. Shit, how you doing? It's called Mount Chayoshi. Let's see if we can find the stems for that. Pretty sure I got the, let's see. That's not the right pack. I'm doing fine. How about you? I'm doing great. I just saw your email. I did miss your email from a week ago. So that's my bad. I replied to you early this morning. I'm not sure if you saw that, but yeah. Whenever you get the chance, just reply to that email, and then we can get to work. See, so this is the hip hop. What was it? Hey guys, all in chat. Okay, let's see. What was Mount something? Where is it? Is this the right pack? Yeah, that should be. Okay, 1 second. There we go. Okay, create new tracks. Let's mute that. Let's mute that for right now. Yeah, well, I haven't seen it yet. Did see you the other day streaming, but I haven't had the time. Hey, no problem, man. No, it was all good. Just whenever you get a chance, yeah, just reply to the email. No rush, and hopefully you enjoy the stream as well. Feeling this. Okay, let's find a clap. Oh, those are still my samples. The A-Man for real at the end of the stream, and you already got this vibe going. This is insane. I'm going to start writing ASAP. Awesome, awesome. Appreciate that. Thank you. I'm using the same clap that I used for the last beat actually. I really like this clap. Normally I don't like adding bass lines too early, but I have one in my head right now, so I'm gonna try to add that in here real quick now. Oh, I gotta find the key. That thing can make up his mind between A major and A minor, so let's... Okay, how about this? So C sharp, I did my +3, so 2. Okay, I think we should be in E minor actually. Oh, maybe we are in A minor. Okay, let's trust. I guess let's trust the plugin. I don't know why I didn't add this last one at the end. What's up, Swaggy Ryan? How you doing? I'm not gonna have those like triple hits everywhere. Kind of put them down everywhere at first. Let's take some of those out. Okay, let's keep that second one. I like this a lot. Let me know what you guys think about this. What type of artist would you hear on this too, by the way? Is this for a client or just vibing? Not 100% sure yet, actually. By default, if I'm not sending it to someone, the beats most of the time just go up on my website. It is possible that this may go to someone though. Oh, I totally wish I recorded that hi-hat line when I played it. I'm gonna keep the rolls, the rolls and like the pitches fairly simple. Oh, wait, okay, wait. Put those in the wrong spot. let's do this. I'm gonna have those come up halfway through. These hi-hats over here. I just copped Valhalla Vintage Verb. It's amazing. Have you bought any new music stuff lately? Well, first of all, that's a really good plugin. I haven't used Valhalla Reverb, but I've seen other people use it. I actually did use it with another producer who's local with me on a beat that we were working on. New music stuff. What have I bought recently? Oh, the most recent thing I bought is actually. I'm just gonna pull it up really quick. Where's my 808 channel? Most recent thing that I remember buying was this plugin by UAD called Little Labs Voice of God. What's cool about this plugin is like if you used so you got any experience with UAD? Oh yeah, I've been using Apollo for I think about it's coming up 2 years, and I only buy their plugins whenever sales are going on, because they are really expensive actually. But yeah, this is the most recent plugin I remember. I think I bought some other plugin along with this. Oh yeah, I remember which ones. But this one in particular, if you ever used Maxbase or RBass by Waves, this is a similar type of plugin to that. With the as this is the plugin that was designed with bass in mind. The difference between Maxbase and Voice of God is that with Maxbase, what that does is it adds it adds higher frequencies to your bass sounds in order to make them pop on louder speakers. This one is kind of like, I think the best way that at least I can describe it with my understanding of it is that it can boost the bass in a way that's clean and that's not distorting. It's not really adding harmonics the same way that RBass or Maxbase is. But this is crazy for making boosting bass frequencies, but also keeping it clean. So like, here's what it sounds like with it off. Oh, let's move to a different part of the beat actually, so you can hear it. So listen to the bass. So that's off. Here's on. To find the right frequency to really boost. When I'm playing around with it a bit more, I can get a bit of sound out of. Oh, you know what? Because I forgot low latency was on. 1 second. So here's it off again. My bad. Here's on. Ooh. Okay. Right, my bad. Right now it sounds a bit crazy because I didn't really do any leveling on the beat, so I know it's like clipping like crazy. But that's one of the most recent plugins that I got. And then I got this one right here, I'm not gonna go into depth with this. But this plugin right here, Oxford Inflator, also got that from UAD. Really affordable plugin, really low on DSP. This is pretty much really similar to if you use a soft clipper. This is similar to that. The main difference why I'm now using this over the soft clipper that I used to use is that this can actually boost the volume of your beats and your songs without sacrificing as much dynamic range, which is dope. Where if you're mastering your beat or your song and if you want it to be as loud as possible while also maintaining dynamics, that's what you'd use this plugin in particular for. It's somewhat similar to a clipper. I'm still really studying it to really be able to understand it and explain it better. But this pretty much has replaced my soft clipper. What I'm able to do with this right now is actually I can't really show you right now because the beat's not really like leveled out the way it should be. But the results I can get from this inflator is I can basically make my songs louder the same way a clipper does, except I'm not sacrificing as much dynamic range. So then when I go ahead and put a limiter on it, I can still get it sounding pretty loud, but also without like smashing the mess out of it and adding like unwanted distortion if that's not the effect that I'm going for. But yeah, I mean, I don't buy plugins all the time. I'm gonna get more later on this year. Normally, I just wait for whenever discounts happen, so I don't have to pay full price of the plugins. And that's normally around halfway through the year, do holidays, do Christmas. Those are really the times when I'm buying plugins. Think I'll have this start down here and those just crescendo back up. You want any Soundtoys plugins I can really recommend? I think I have, wait, do I? I think I have something by Soundtoys. Oh yeah, I got Little Altar Boy and I got Tremulator. Little Altar Boy, I love that for doing pitch shifting specifically on vocals. If you listen to any like pop music or hip hop music that does pitch shifting, they use this a majority of the time. I love using this to shift the pitch of a voice. And I got one other thing. I got Tremulator, which is like a it's like a tremolo plugin. I'm thinking about Decapitator on the bass. I don't own Decapitator, but I've seen other people use it, and I love how that sounds. Actually, I love Decapitator as a distortion plugin. I haven't gotten it myself because there are other plugins that I prefer, not necessarily that are better. Oops. I own other similar plugins to it that are not necessarily better than it. I just prefer the sound of it. At some point, I might pick it up for myself. I'm never really in a rush to get new plugins if I'm liking how the ones I'm currently using sound. But that is Decapitator is definitely a good option. Knock out that last little pitch for the hi-hat. Cool. And let's save this as well. What are we gonna call this one? So for claps, snare slash rolls, rim shots, Double Lock Deluxe. Is that a plugin? Okay, what do we call this? We're gonna call this what do we call this? We're gonna call this one, I wonder if I have a beat called Dojo already. If not, that's what this is gonna be called. Cool. I feel like I used the word Dojo or the word Dojo for another beat, but whatever. And let's nudge those hi-hats over a little bit. Oh yeah, Echo Boy's a super nice delay plugin as well. I think one of the there's another producer I work with who uses stuff in them. I think he uses something called a Crystallizer, which I love how that sounds as well. I might get them for now. I mainly stick with primarily a mixture of Waves and UAD plugins, and there are a couple from Native Instruments that I use as well. Like Native Instruments has this really nice reverb that I use called ROM, and it's like a delay called Replica. At the time, those were actually free, and they still sound like this. To me, they sound really good. At some point, I might get more just to expand the different sounds that I have. But honestly, I like the sounds that I'm getting from them, so I'm not really in a rush to upgrade. I'd rather, for me, rather than spending a lot of money on plugins, I'd rather spend that money on different things that may push me further. Like, for example, going to different shows, marketing, like Instagram ads, Facebook ads, stuff like that. Because you can get into like a point where like you're spending a whole lot of money on plugins and things that are fun to use, but you may not necessarily help you out as much as some other things, depending on your specific goal. Let's find some percussion. Actually, I had a quick melody idea now. How long you use the Waves ones? I own a few, bought in sale, like the bass. Yeah, so with the Waves plugins, when I get those, I think I got the Waves Gold bundle back in, I think 2015 or 2016. And I still use plugins from that today. Okay, so I got the Waves Gold bundle back in like 2015, 2016. And then I started getting UAD plugins back in 2019. There we go. Really simple, just really simple inverted chords. That goes over because I played those a little early. What voice is that? That's a choir from Contact from Native Instruments. that bamboo sounds really good. Yeah, let's find a pocket for that. I think I like that where this at. Oh, I might move that over later. There we go. That might be it. I think that's all this needs. There's already a lot going on in the loop, so I don't want to add too many melodic instruments to it because I think there's a lot that we can work with in terms of arranging it. I think I might want to add another background, either like a background keys or pad. What I did right there was I just recorded, rather than just drawing in the sustain, I do have a sustain pedal, that I use just to draw, manually put in those sustains for the keys, because I want them to hold out longer. Than I just copied and pasted the chords from the choir over, and that was more like a quick stab. I wanted if I end up using like a pad or a key or something like that, I want those to sustain a bit longer. And looks like did I put it in correctly? Cool, okay, yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Okay, now you should be able to hear me. My bad. I don't know what happened. I think sometimes the mic goes out. Hold up. Yeah, sometimes the mic will like randomly go out on the stream. I think maybe just when the CPU gets a little crazy or something like that on the computer, it just goes out in the screen recording software. He said, yeah, back to normal. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know why that happens, but all right. Let's keep going on from here. What computer do I use? I use a 2015 MacBook Pro with 16 gigabytes of RAM. CPU, I don't remember off the top of my head. It works. I mean, it works fine in terms of like when I'm not doing streams. Vast majority of the time, I'm not really having too many issues with system overloads and stuff like that. Since streaming does take up a bit more power on the computer, sometimes little glitches and stuff like that happens, but it's not that big of a deal. You're using a MacBook Pro 2017 or running into issues sometimes with 8 gigs. Yeah, most people recommend like 16 gigabytes of RAM for doing music production. Um, but I mean, either way, it doesn't matter that much. You just got to use what you got, what you have available. You know what I mean? Okay, let's try that. Let's try playing it right. Okay, I messed some of that up the second time around, but let's clean that up a little bit. I don't want it perfectly on beat, but I also don't want it to be sloppy. So I was moving over notes here and there just a little bit. Cool, I'm cool with that. So I think the last thing I want to add is I want to layer that last sound that I just put down, maybe with like a harp. And that's about it. I think it'll be time to arrange. Let's see if I can do this within about 10 minutes because I do have to hop off here a little while. I have a session that's coming up at 3:30. I'm also doing a performance at an open mic night. So I want to go through and practice that a little bit as well as maybe eat something really quick as well. So let's see if we can knock this, at least knock out most of the arrangement by 3 o'clock, and then at that time I will have to hop off. Oh man, nice. Thank you, appreciate that. So let's add this harp really quick. Not that. Definitely not that. Nope. Maybe. Definitely not. Let's try that. Cool, I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead and take the drums out of Maschine. And I'll chop up the sample a little bit just so I can know which part's which. And then let's go on from there. Let's see how quickly we can knock out this arrangement. So you like the piano? Thank you. Okay, so let's drag that over here. Didn't use those, so we can take those out. Drag that back. Drag this as well. Let me know what you're thinking about the beat. If you haven't already, once again, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you like what we're doing here on this live stream, if you're being entertained, if you're learning anything cool about music production, music business, being an independent artist, if you're learning anything dope from this session, or from this live stream rather, I would greatly appreciate if you hit the like button on this video, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications. That way, you can help more people who have similar interests as you see the live stream. And then also you can subscribe so you can be updated whenever I upload new videos and also whenever I go live again. And if you're watching this on Twitch, also greatly appreciate it if you gave me a follow on there as well. If you're liking the stream, and if you know anyone who will be interested in this type of content, feel free to share this with them as well. So let's go ahead and just gonna color this really quick. Let's go ahead and start arranging. So first we're gonna start out with the oh no, actually I gotta cut up the loop in the different sections. So that right there and that right there. Okay, so definitely not gonna start off with everything. Okay, so let's move this over. Okay, so in this part of the beat, take out the percussion. I think I might take out the rim, and I'm gonna simplify the kick a little bit. I think I might take out the hats too. Okay, so we're gonna do that. I'll bring out back the last two notes in the 808, and then it's gonna go. The rest of the drums are gonna come back in. Okay, what's ringing right there? Oh. Okay, really quick, let's I didn't know, sometimes it like, I don't know why it does it, but sometimes they're like it records like extra notes in the beginning or end or whatever. Let's just copy and paste this really quick. I'm pretty sure I got that right now. Okay. Delete that. Repeat. Cool. That should be correct now. Hey, welcome back to Invest City. Thank you. I'm glad you're liking it so far. Thank you. Okay, it's almost 3 o'clock, so we are gonna have to wrap up actually. Okay, I do want to finish this idea, so I'm going to wrap up the verse really quick, and then I will have to wrap up for today. Okay, so I'm thinking. Okay, oop, come on. Don't want to do that. My bad. 1 second. Okay, let's get rid of these. So I think okay, that harp and that piano, that's gonna be for the chorus. And then that choir and these roads will come in on verse 1B. Actually, no, I changed my mind. The roads is gonna come in on the chorus. So the last half of verse 1B, we're gonna tone it down a bit. Maybe just keep the kick in for like the first half, actually. No percussion, no choir. As a matter of fact, we're gonna bring back this section right here. Bring back that section, and then I think I'll just take out another one of those instruments just to make this part a bit more distinct as well. So take out the bass in the last half, I'm thinking. And this tremolo, take that out too. right, and there we go. That will be chorus 2. Okay, so cool. Okay, so that I think is where we're at to wrap up for right now. It's 3:04. If you're just tuning in, so yeah, I do right now I do need to wrap up. I have a session at 3:30. I'm also doing performing at an open mic night, so I want to get in a little bit of practice beforehand, and also probably would be a good idea to get something really quick to eat. Trying to do all of that within about a little less than 30 minutes now. Yeah, so with this beat, definitely gonna finish this up later. I really like how this turns out. I think actually I like this beat more than the first one actually. Just gonna delete that for right now. But yeah, this is a good stopping point. I know what I want to do with this further on. It's not really right now. It's just arranging. But yeah, I really like how this turned out. Really like how the stream went. Had a lot of dope people come in. Had a lot of dope questions that we got answered, which is fire. So yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate everyone for tuning in. Taking time out of your day to come over here and support the live stream. Really hope that this was an educational and entertaining experience for you. And we will be back this upcoming week. So right before we head out for today, if you did enjoy what we did over here on the live stream, first of all, if you're watching this on YouTube, I would greatly appreciate it if you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on notifications so you know whenever I upload new videos and also when the next time I go live. If you're watching this on Twitch, would also greatly appreciate it if you followed me on there. Also, really quick, if you would like to, so have a nice day, man. Thanks for the stream. Bless. Thank you so much to share. So, also, if you would like to support what we're doing over here at El Marquis Productions, I do have a website where you can find most of the beats that I make on this live stream, as well as my sample packs. So right now, I just dropped a link to where you can check out these sample packs in the chat. Right now, I have three small sample packs, as well as just two individual loops. Right now all of it's free, so you can just download it right now. Download it, put it in your DAW, and start cooking up. Right now I really just want to get some feedback on the loops. At some point I will start selling full packs after I start building up my catalog of loops that I made. But right now they are free, just so you can try them out, give me some feedback on how you're liking them. If you want a different style of sound or different variety, or if you want me to focus on one genre more than another, that's why they're currently free right now for you to check out, download, cook up in your DAW. Also, if you like the bedroom producer hat that I'm wearing, I also have merchandise available for sale on the site if you would like to support us that way. Got bedroom producer t-shirts, hoodies, tank tops, and this hat. As well as a few other designs as well as my mixing, mastering, and consulting services, and custom beat services as well on the site. If you happen to be an artist, or if you're an artist or a producer who needs a song mixed or mastered, we got those available on the website as well. If you do like what we're doing here on this YouTube channel, as well as a Twitch stream, yeah, these are some of the best ways that you can help support, other than, of course, also, just getting being educated, being entertained, and being inspired. Yeah, I really hope everyone out there has a safe and productive day. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. The next live stream will be Tuesday at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So thank you all so much for tuning in. My name is El Marquis Productions. God bless.